Hey there, welcome back, and it's time once again for the Golden Age of DC Comics 365 Days, where I take this well-loved coffee table book that I got almost 2 decades ago from one of my best friends. It has been surfing every coffee table I've had ever since. It's well read, well loved, and I thought it would make great content for YouTube, for my channel here. I love talking about comic books, and I miss those conversations we would have at the comic book shop. And so we can have our very own right here while learning about a period of American history during wartime and in the publication industry too. So let's open the page and see where we are today. It is April 10th. The Golden Age of DC Comics runs from 1938 to 1955. The Silver Age begins in 1956 and runs until 1970. The Bronze Age, which I was a Bronze Age baby, runs from 1970 to about 1985. And the current age we're in apparently has been going on since 1985, which I dispute, reject, and would love to have conversation about. So leave a comment in the comment section if you'd like to talk about the ages of comic books and where we are now and what age did we just leave. Leave your comment below. I'm intrigued by this. I want to talk about this. But let's talk about what we got today. It's April 10th, and this image is from Girls Love Stories number 8, published October-November of 1950. Oh, this one's kind of dark. Okay. Oops, nope, that's yesterday's. Can you read that with up top there? No happy ending. We have a kiss. We have a parade, a ticker tape parade. You can see that. So that's a celebration. We see all these people that have shown up to see these two. I can count at least 3 different camera of paparazzi. So that this is some kind of event. Use an American flag. Yeah, so what is going on here? What's going on in Girls Love Stories? This amazing publication that we're about to find out more about. So this was, there's no art credit, no writing credit. And there's, the blurb today is rather, underfoot, in my humble opinion. It's just, it's a quote of the dialogue of the narrative caption that's not shown in the panel. But here, quote, "Some people seem to lead enchanted lives, every day bringing them excitement and romance. But I do not belong to that charmed circle. For, as plain Mary Andrews, secretary out of a job, my days were uneventful. Until that afternoon, I was swept into a masquerade of love with a movie star. It was the beginning of a public romance that was to capture the hearts of millions, even though I knew that this was one fairy tale that could have no happy ending." Unquote. So it goes. Yeah, that is literally the blurb today. See it? Yeah. Yeah, what is Girls Love Stories? I'll read this from the wiki. And, this is a short one. Girls Love Stories was an American romance comic book magazine published by DC Comics in the United States. It started in 1949 as DC's first romance title. It ran for 180 issues, ending with the November-December 1973 issue. The stories covered such topics as girls worrying about getting a man or marrying out of pressure, not love. Some of the early covers were photographs. The book's initial tagline was "True to Life." And images taken from Girls' Love Stories have been used in some of Roy Lichtenstein's works. Who's Roy Lichtenstein? You know Roy Lichtenstein probably by sight. Think of a single panel with Ben Ray dots of usually a woman in a wave. It's called Drowning Girl, and that's one of his famous works. And it's you can see the pixels are big and overpronounced, and it's a play on pop art. And it's so it was subversive pop art for its day in the 50s and 60s, but yet it was proven that Lichtenstein did lift for a few of his big art pictures, like such as Drowning Girl 1963, and Wham, which was another one of his big works, involving a jet pilot, which was made in 1963. These were lifted from a couple of different sources, yeah, so it's got some notoriety. But Lichtenstein was known for those big pop culture, prints. You see on cards. It's meant to be snarky, and subversive, and pretty much counter to the culture of the art that was going on at the day. And but yeah, so that's girls' love stories. And would that be problematic now, having a title made for girls like this? I say no. I think a lot of different comic books now, or have still kept the, let's aim at girls. And a lot of, especially in the age of diversity and inclusion and representation, that's been, there's been a big tonal shift in all forms of fiction and publication, from comic books to movies to books, about the prominence of new heroic female characters. And so I don't know if girls' love stories would be very popular today. Who knows? Actually, they could be, just under a different guise. There are manga coming out of Japan. Manga runs such a gamut of different stories for different types that there's a story out there for everyone. So I'm sure that there are girls' love stories this day being told in a more, in a very traditional kind of like girl crushes on boy, girl, this and that, competition for attention or whatever it is. But being told out of Japan. And what we're getting out of America these days is just a little bit different. It's a new brand that they're trying, and they're trying very hard to make it stick in this very current age of comics. I don't know if it's going to stick, but they keep pushing it. And good luck to them. I hope they're not wasting paper on either side, being customer cash or the printing stock that these are on. We have limited resources. Don't tell bad stories. And but yeah, that's all I got for today. It's been April 10th on the Golden Age of DC Comics, where we found out a little more about a magazine called Girls' Love Stories. And are there any girls' love stories out there today? Do you have a title or two? Drop it into the comment section. Let's talk about comic books. That's, if you're tuned in, I love talking about comic books, and hopefully you do too. So, you know what? We're going to be talking about comic books every day for the rest of the year. So tune in tomorrow at 3 p.m. U.S. Eastern, and we'll find out what we're talking about, who and when then. So thank you so much. Like and subscribe if you could be so kind. I also make other content. I'm a spiritual guy, an amateur theologian, and an ordained minister. I make gratitude lists, and we talk about spirituality here. I am a professional chef. I make cooking hacks and share them with you, so you can have delicious, nutritious, and beautiful food at home to share with your loved ones at your table. Awesome coffee. What goes great with a coffee table book? Coffee table talking coffee. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in. God bless. Namaste and good luck. See you tomorrow, okay? Bye.